Hello everyone, I'm Sebastian Y, and this is Foundations of Economics. In this video, I'm going to solve an exercise on gains from trade. Suppose we have an economy with two people, Eli and Isaac. Both of them produce and consume two goods, beer and pizza, and each has 10 hours to spend on producing goods each day. Eli can produce a beer in 1 hour, Isaac can produce a beer in 2.5 hours, while Eli can produce a pizza in 12 minutes and Isaac can produce a pizza in 15 minutes. First of all, who has the absolute advantage in beer? Eli can make a beer faster, so he has the absolute advantage. Who has the absolute advantage in pizza? Again, Eli can make the pizza faster, so he has the comparative advantage. Next, we're going to draw the PPFs for both of them. We'll start with Eli. He has 10 hours available. He can make a beer in 1 hour, so if he spends all his time on beer, he could produce 10. Again, he has 10 hours. It takes him 12 minutes to make a pizza. That means he can make 5 pizzas per hour. Times 10 hours, that's a total of 50. Just going to connect up these 2 points with a straight line, and that's going to be Eli's PPF. Going over to Isaac, it takes him 2.5 hours to make a beer. He's got 10 hours, so he could produce up to 4 beers. It takes him 15 minutes of pizza, so that's 4 every hour, so that could be a total of 40 pizzas. Connect those two up, and that's going to be Isaac's PPF. Next, we'll do their opportunity cost for a unit of beer and a unit of pizza. Let's start with the beer. Remember that it takes Eli 1 hour to make beer and 12 minutes to make pizza. So for every beer, he has to give up 5 pizzas. In the time that it takes him to make 1 beer, he could make 5 pizzas. Going over to Isaac, it takes him 15 minutes of pizza. It takes him 2.5 hours per beer. So he could actually make 10 pizzas in the time it takes to make a beer. The opportunity costs are always going to be the reciprocal of each other. So if it costs Eli 5 pizzas to make a beer, it costs him 1/5 beer to make a pizza, and over for Isaac, it costs him 1/10 of a beer to make a pizza. Notice that these line up with the slopes of the PPFs. On Eli's side, 50 divided by 10 is 5, so 5 pizzas. Over here on Isaac's side, 40 divided by 4 is 10, and we could do the same thing going the other way. Next question is, who has the comparative advantage in beer? Every beer costs Eli 5 pizzas, every beer costs Isaac 10 pizzas, so Eli has the comparative advantage in beer. His opportunity cost is lower. Comparative advantage for pizza, Eli's is 1/5, Isaac's is 1/10, so Isaac has the comparative advantage in pizza. Next, we're going to determine a rate of exchange of pizza for beer that would benefit both of them. We know that Eli is going to specialize in beer, Isaac is going to specialize in pizza, because that's who has the comparative advantage. Since Eli's opportunity cost for beer is 5 pizza, he's going to have to get at least that many pizzas in exchange for every beer. On the other hand, Isaac's opportunity cost for beer is 10 pizzas, so he's going to need the exchange to be less than 10 pizzas for every beer in order to benefit. So if we wanted to determine a rate of exchange of pizza for beer that would benefit both of them, we would need to have between 5 and 10 pizzas per beer. So for example, we could do 7 pizzas for every beer. That would be a rate of exchange that would benefit both of them. Finally, we are going to draw the combined possibilities frontier of the economy consisting of both of them. The first thing that we'll do is graph the intercepts. The maximum amount of pizza that Eli could produce was 50, and the maximum that Isaac could produce was 40. So if they both fully concentrated on pizza, we could get 90. On the beer side, Eli could produce 10, Isaac could produce 4, so that gives us 14. Now we need to find the kink point, the point where both of them are fully specialized. Remember that Eli has the comparative advantage in beer, and Isaac has the comparative advantage in pizza. So we want to find the point where Eli is producing only beer, Isaac is producing only pizza. We know that Eli can produce 10 beer. We know that Isaac can produce 40 pizza, so our kink point is going to be right here at 10 and 40. We can see that the PPF bends at that point, and so we get that bowed out shape for the PPF. That is all for this exercise. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks for watching.